This is A Better Way Financial, the podcast with financial advisors and father-son team Frank and Frankie Guida.
Glad to have you here with us on A Better Way Financial with Frank and Frankie Guida. I'm Heather Branch here talking with the guys about how you can better prepare for your financial future. ABetterWayFinancial.com is where you can start the conversation about your own retirement savings plan. We also have links posted in the show notes, or again, it's ABetterWayFinancial.com. In the meantime, dreams can and do come true, as proven by the situation that was recently for one Frank Guida, just casually hanging out backstage with the guys of Lynyrd Skynyrd. There is a 16-year-old inside of you, sir, that still has not calmed down.
You are right. You know, I grew up to Lynyrd Skynyrd. They were always my favorite band. And you know what? I just had an opportunity to go down to Georgia for their 50th anniversary concert. And it was just amazing. I got to spend 2 hours with the fellas from Lynyrd Skynyrd. And you know what? Like in 20 minutes, we were like best friends.
Yes.
You know? It was amazing. We just, we were palling around. We were chumming it up. We were, having conversations and it was just a special time. I mean, I spent all the afternoon with them, and then at nighttime we went back for the concert. Yeah. Took some pictures with them. These people are, I mean, they're just
salt
amazing.
Of the earth. Yeah.
Salt of the earth. Yeah. You would think a band that's been in existence for this long, they would, be snooty and that kind of. There was none of that. Yep. I mean, I went up there to take a picture with him, and I just said, listen, guys, I told him I've been a fan of yours since I was in high school. Mm-hmm. I said, and I'm Italian, so that means I'm a hugger. So we all got together, and we hugged for this picture, and it was just wonderful, just beautiful. And, you were just playing the song Freebird. Yeah. At the concert, Johnny Van Zant starts singing the song. Yeah. And then, like, halfway through, there's this huge, humongous screen, and there's Ronnie Van Zant. Aww. And he finishes the song. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, it was just beautiful.
So moving, so moving. You were just speaking to the legacy that is Lynyrd Skynyrd. And as you were saying, you would think that they would be a little bit more uppity. The Rolling Stone has named them among the 100 greatest bands of all time. As you were saying, 50 years they've been together. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But can I just say to anybody in the Lehigh Valley listening right now, Frank talking about how these guys are new friends is not a big fish story. We actually have some of the conversation you got to have with the guys here, Frank.
Before you play that, Heather, I just want to say that as I was sitting in there in the concert, now there was like a half a dozen of us that were there asking him questions, and during the middle of the concert, he comes out and he goes, I met a new friend this afternoon, and he asked me this question. And this was everybody else had asked him questions. He used my question.
Your conversation in front of the entire concert audience. Wow.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there going, that was my question.
Me. My new friend, Johnny. All right, well, here is the question and how the conversation went. This is so fun to listen to. Take a listen to Frank speaking with the guys of Skynyrd.
All right, Frank Guida is from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
There you go. We were just there.
Yeah. Yes, you were. And we went out to see and it was awesome. And that's one of our questions. I own a company called The Better Way Financial, and we do a radio show. Right. And radio listeners are people that are pondering retirement. And I know that you guys in 2018 actually did a farewell tour. And I was
every band has.
Yeah.
And they're still doing it. I think Kiss has done about 20 of them.
I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on retirement?
Well, you know what? For us, we actually were going to retire, and then this little thing came along, COVID. And in 2020, we had all these shows. All these amphitheaters had us booked for 2020. We had to go away for 15 months. So we were obligated to finish that out, and we missed our fans. In that 15 months, we went, wow, maybe we don't want to retire. And so when we finished out our obligations, we were like, you know what, the fans are coming. Let's just keep going until the good Lord tells us not to.
What's really interesting is that you get this outcry from fans all the time for this band. And no matter what happens, They write you, they post it on the internet, they do everything they can. Please don't let this be the end of it. It's unbelievable because we used to say we got 3 generations of fans. Hell, man, we're about 4, maybe going into 5. They're 8 to 80 now.
We actually call ourselves the Southern Grateful Dead because, these fans come out every summer and follow us. And I'll speak to them. I'll go, it's really the same set list every night. They go, we don't care. We love the music that much. So we're very honored and grateful for that. And Skinner's been through so much tragedy, but so good, too. We're just blessed to be sitting here talking to you guys. If not, we'd be cutting grass somewhere. So there you go.
Not that cutting grass is not an honorable job.
Nope.
Shout out to all the folks that do all the landscaping and keeping up for the beautification. So that was Frank's conversation with Johnny Van Zant and Ricky Medlock of Lynyrd Skynyrd. It's such a poignant conversation that you have because these guys have been going for 50 years. I mean, a little bit of them has to be like, when are we going to hang it up? But then again, maybe not. They're into it still.
They were having fun.
Yeah.
You know what? We were having fun in the afternoon. We were having fun in the concert.
Yeah.
It was just, these are just great folks.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really, really nice. And it reminded me so much of our clients here at A Better Way Financial. These folks here in the Lehigh Valley are the same way. They're the salt of the earth. They are people that have worked hard their whole life, and they deserve to have financial planning. They deserve to have retirement planning and tax planning. Our folks here in the Lehigh Valley, they paid their dues. They paid enough taxes throughout their whole lifetime. You know what? And they've worked so hard. So many of them out there have not had the time and to really sit down and do a financial plan or even know that this is even possible. It is possible. And it gives us, so much satisfaction here, our team at A Better Way Financial, to be able to do this for folks and to show them how they can live a better lifestyle. Yeah. We've known this. We were recently called by the Morning Call, and they told us that we won their Reader's Choice Award for the best financial planning company here in the Lehigh Valley. And I got to tell you, this is something that we've known for a while, but now everyone knows it. And that is just really, really cool. So if this sounds like you, if you're sitting there and you know what, maybe you've been listening to this show for a while and you're, saying, I got to get around to calling those guys up. I really need to figure out if I can retire, when I can retire. What are the things I can do to better my situation and the taxes and all of that? You need to give us a call, 610-440-3722. That's 610-440-3722.
The idea also, I think, for somebody, and I know you guys have these conversations all the time for folks. They come to you, maybe they're stressed about working and they're wondering how much longer they have to go because maybe they don't have the luxury that Lynyrd Skynyrd does where they're still loving the job. The freedom that can be offered to somebody by knowing you don't have to work. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. I mean, talk about goals for you guys and the work that you do.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we look for, for our clients. A lot of them love what they do.
Sure.
They are in a position where, they feel really fulfilling in their jobs, and they want to continue to do it. It's like, okay, I want you to continue to do that too because I can see your passion for it.
Yeah.
But that might not always be the situation with health and things like that. So we want to put them in a position where they are financially independent.
Yep.
They have the financial freedom to be able to retire if they want to, if they no longer are able to do the work that they are doing right now.
Okay.
And have that confidence that, hey, if I don't feel the same way tomorrow or next week or next year that I do right now, I don't have to keep working. So that's what we're able to do. We're able to empower people's retirement, show them what it looks like to have a successful retirement when they choose to in their timing. So being able to say, hey, here is where you are at currently, and you're looking to maybe never retire and to maybe retire at 80, 70, 60, whatever it is. we're going to be able to build a plan that shows you what that looks like and shows you how successful and how realistic it can be.
Okay.
You know, so maybe in your current situation you are able to achieve it, maybe you aren't. You know, let's put the pencil to the paper, let's see what the different options are and show you what a successful retirement could look like for you. It's not all about the numbers. It's not all about, you know, how much return can you get on your investments? How much risk can you take? That's important, but it's not nearly as important as looking into your retirement and saying, okay, well, what does a successful retirement look like for me?
Right.
Does it look like going to a part-time or per diem position? Does it look like, you know, fully retiring and going on trips more, spending more time with the grandkids, you know, babysitting every now and then? What does it look like? You know, really gathering that time and thinking about what a successful retirement looks like. This is something that we ask of everybody before they come in because we want to know what a successful retirement looks like for you so that we can help you design a plan and a course of action to help you achieve it. You know, so if this is something you're looking for, a financial plan that's able to help you achieve your retirement goals, what you can do is you can go to abetterwayfinancial.com and click on the sign up now button, and we can begin to have this conversation with you.
We also have links posted in the show notes. If it's more convenient, you can just click there. Or again, find us anytime at abetterwayfinancial.com.
Thanks for listening to A Better Way Financial, the podcast with Frank and Frankie Guida. To learn more, visit abetterwayfinancial.com and join the Guidas for the radio show, A Better Way Financial, Saturdays at noon and Sundays at 12:30 on News Radio 790 WAEB. Before the first record deal, before the first radio session, there was the Hell House.
Great songs came out of that house.
An early rehearsal studio. This small cabin down on the creek has become the foundation of America's premier Southern rock band, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Now, the rich history of Skynyrd's beginnings has been transformed into a great American whiskey. Capturing the spirit of an era, Hell House Whiskey is made by legends to be shared with legends. Hell House Whiskey, where the spirit of Southern rock was born.
There's a lot of memories, a lot of good stuff.
Available now at your favorite retailer and at hellhousewhiskey.com.
By contacting us, we'll review aspects of your retirement portfolio to include suggestions about how best to utilize estate, tax, and retirement planning strategies and other financial services, or if changing management styles is appropriate for your specific needs and objectives. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. A Better Way Financial is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client, and they are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Advisory services offered through A Better Way Financial. Insurance offered through licensed professionals at A Better Way Financial. Pennsylvania Insurance License number 301779.